All righty, everyone. Oh, the Super Bowl is over and done with. I am so far behind. I need to catch up on videos because I haven't been posting a lot lately. We recently found out that we're having a baby girl. So me and my wife has been trying to get registries and working and all this other stuff, plotting and planning, baby shower, all that other fun stuff planned. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. My bad. I know y'all don't want to hear my voice. Y'all want to hear what I have to say because a lot of people going to be like, no, I disagree. But hey, that's the part I want to hear from you. So don't forget to comment. But anywho, a couple of things I want to talk about. A couple of things I really want to talk about, but we're going to take a second real quick and pause. I have to take a deep breath and breathe because the Super Bowl just ended. But yeah, so first off, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. All right, I was wrong. I predicted 30 to 14 Kansas City. Highly wrong. But I did also say it was going to be the battle of the line of scrimmage. And it sure was. Man, them guys on Tampa Bay got after, got after Pat. They really had this man ripping and running all game. So it was interesting when I say I was about to say Jeff Fisher, and that's the doggone head coach. But when I think it was right tackle, the right tackle went down. He tore his ACL. No, not his ACL. His Achilles. The game before against Buffalo, and everybody was like, "Oh crap," because they just saw what the Bucks D line did to freaking Green Bay. Yeah, Green Bay uh, earlier that week on that Saturday. It was that Saturday. Yeah. I was like, man, I still went with my heart. I feel like Kansas City had the better team, but once again, it came down to the trenches, and big boys do matter. Let's be realistic. That's the reason why Tom Brady ain't got freaking 10 Super Bowls. Being realistically, listen, I feel you. I understand. People like, but he cheated. He cheated. I got you. I feel you. But I can't just fully blame Tom Brady. I blame Tom Brady for the invention of Tunk rule. I think that's the most bogus call ever to be called, made rule. That rule just suck, big huevos, big balls. That's what I mean. But it's just terrible call. Highly terrible call. They only been called once, and that was against the Oakland Raiders in the AFC Championship when the Patriots and Tom Brady, or Tom Brady and Patriots, whichever one you want to say, got that crazy call, which ultimately led to a field goal for them to beat the Oakland Raiders and head to the Super Bowl that year in which they won. So I blame Tom Brady for the tuck rule. Also, I do blame him for the deflated footballs. I mean, that's one thing. Before it's the cheating that you talk about, I think that's more on New England. I mean, if you're if you're a player, you like, okay, long as my name don't get tarnished, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever. You helping me put me in the best position that I need to be. I might not agree with it, but at the same time, or hell, they might not even knew about it. So I can't just fully blame all Super Bowls on Tom Brady. Plus, I blame the doggone uh, Atlanta Falcons for one of them because I still don't know how you would be up freaking, well, it was 28 to 3 at halftime. Oh, Lord. So I don't get that one. So, anywho, enough about Tom Brady in my soapbox. He's the greatest quarterback, the winningest quarterback to ever play in the NFL. So hey, it's Goat Tom, just like it's Goat James. So see, I slid that one in. But anyway, so I was wrong about the outcome, but it really did come down to the trenches. It came down to the line of scrimmage. So, but with that being said, I also need to talk about the Matthew Stafford trade. Listen, man, I got a couple of notes right here. I the Matthew Stafford trade, I thought they improved. I thought they improved big time. I thought the Rams improved big time by getting a quarterback that can throw every throw in the book. People were like, Matthew Stafford sucks. He ain't that guy. Blah, blah, blah. This, and that. But listen, look where he spent his first, what, 10 years? I think he was 10 going in his 11th year in the NFL. He's but then in Detroit. Detroit. The place where careers die. You talk about people like Barry Sanders who retired early, who's arguably, I think, the greatest running back ever, even though my favorite is TD Terrell Davis. Anyway. And then you talk about Calvin Johnson. You talking about two guys that was in the middle of their prime, and they just said, F it, I'm leaving. I can't stay in Detroit. They ain't gonna trade me. They ain't trying to release me. But my only option is to retire. It sucks. Because Calvin Johnson probably could easily went to New England and won several Super Bowls or wherever. He could have went anywhere else. So, and then there's me and my buddy Dayton got the debate about, well, it's not much of a debate. We talk about freaking who's the greatest running back of all time. And we side on Barry Sanders, because Emmitt Smith, he had the luxury of an amazing offensive line. Amazing offensive line. I'm talking about offensive line, this offensive line, that offensive line in the early 90s freaking had created huge holes on where, you could drive a forerunner through the doggone hole. That's how big and how much they was knocking out people every time they ran the football. I mean, them jokers was knocking people out left and right. And only thing my boy Emmitt Smith had to do was run. I'm not saying he wouldn't have been great if he had got drafted to Detroit or somewhere else. I'm just saying Barry did it without an offensive line. And he still was great. Just think if Barry had that offensive line and he was running the football. That's all I'm saying. I don't mean to step on nobody's toes about that. That's what we was talking about. Me and my buddy Dave. So, but anyway. But this Matthew Stafford trade, man, I think they improved the quarterback. He got weapons. They probably gonna draft a receiver or look in free agency to get a receiver. Hell, people talk about Juju. So this is interesting. I think Juju might end up going to LA. Reason being, he's from California. California is a huge market. And I don't think Pittsburgh is going to re-sign Juju. It's not because he's not a talented player, he's not a good player, or he did anything to discredit his brain or anything like that. I just think that he fits better elsewhere, especially when you saw the emergence of Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson. And then you also have James Washington, who's been a consistent deep threat and a big catcher in clutch moments. So, man, listen, I think the Steelers won't have enough money to actually re-sign him or even offer him a deal, he also stated on a report that he want his money. He want what he's valued as. And honestly, he's not valued as number one receiver, and that's my opinion. Uh, he's valued more as number two or three. He's more of a slot receiver than he is an outside receiver. So, hey. But this team, the Rams, are built to win now. They got arguably one of the best D lines in the league. They also got one of the best secondaries in the league. Now, I think through the draft, they might add a linebacker or two to show up their linebacker core. But outside of that, man, they got everything they need. Jared Goff just couldn't get the job done for us making all the throws. He's a medium to short range guy. Ain't saying nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, he just could not make those throws downfield, which is important. You have to have deep threats or be able to even push the ball downfield. Even Tom Brady at the age of 40, whatever, 43, I guess, I think it's 43, able to throw the ball deep and scratch the defense. And and Jared Goff just simply couldn't do that. I know people like he's injured. He's always injured. He also haven't had an offensive line that really helped him. And he's arguably going to be protected by one of the best offensive lines in the league. So, and then he got Sean McVay calling plays for him. Sean McVay is one of the best signal callers in the league today. So I think this was a huge pickup by LA. Now, I know a lot of people are going to well, they gave a third-round pick and 2 first-round picks. Listen, nobody cares about first-round picks nowadays. Listen to what I am saying to you. First-round picks are not that valuable this day and age. A lot of busts come out of the first round. People need to stop putting so much emphasis on first-round picks, unproven players who hasn't played a down in the football league. I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm so serious. You need to stop putting too much stock in first-round picks, unproven players who hasn't played a down in the NFL. Listen, you getting a guy who's went to multiple Pro Bowls, who's just a baller, who sacrificed his body for the sake of the team. Man, now he's getting protected. Whoo, please. First, listen, these people, I say these people in general sense. I'm not talking to all of you guys out there, because most of you guys be like, I get it, makes sense, cool. But if you look at the Hall of Fame, not everybody's a first-round pick. I feel like it's more later, mid to late round picks that are in the Hall of Fame than first-round picks. Now, somebody prove me wrong. I have to look at the stats to make sure. Excuse me. But I'm pretty sure that's how the league, because the league is built on later round picks. That's how you got the GOAT. I just got through talking about Tom Brady. That's how you get the likes of Antonio Brown and many more players who came in the later rounds, the mid to later rounds. And hell, let's not forget, Drew Brees got drafted second round. Great player. Hall of Famer. Not everybody's going to be Peyton Manning or, hell, I even would say an Andrew Luck type of player. Or, hell, John Elway. You're not going to get that. You might end up getting you a Jamarcus Russell or a Ryan Leaf. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know. Because not everybody in the first round is going to be a Hall of Famer. If that was the case, I understand why you wouldn't trade 2 first-round picks. But other than that, why not? I think Dallas was stupid for not trading for Jamal Adams, for not giving up a second or first-round pick for a guy who's been in the league for 4 years now, including this season. But his first 3 years, he's made it to the Pro Bowl each time. You're talking about a proven commodity that instantly makes your team that much better. I don't get it. You talking about I'm going to hold on to a pick that might not pan out. And last time I checked, Dallas, the D, needs all the help they can get, especially in the secondary. Especially in the secondary. So, with that being said, I just don't see why people put too much stock in first-round picks. The hidden gems are in the later rounds. That's what your scouting department get paid for. That's what your GM and your head coach gets paid for. To recognize these guys, to find these guys, and to put them in the best situation, the best scheme to help them flourish in the benefit of your team. So, with that being said, that's my deal about my Super Bowl. I lost. I mean, they lost. KC lost. Tom Brady's the GOAT. And Matthew Stafford instantly improves the Los Angeles Rams. All right, man. I look forward to more videos, more consistently. Subscribe, like the page, comment. I want to hear from you. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm right. Tell me your thoughts about certain things. Please comment, and I will see you soon. All right, have a